Dan Ashworth has resigned from his last 2 jobs. The bloke's had more gardening leave than Alan Titchmarsh. Welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. As you can see, you might see, Dan Ashworth coming through those doors any second now. Possibility of that because he is at graft behind us, no matter all the rumours that are obviously circulating at the minute, that the news will be that he is off to Manchester United, that he's told the club that he wants to leave. Newcastle have braced themselves for an official approach from Manchester United, but he's still been here all day today at St James's Park. Breaking news, man turns up to work. But you know, he's still here, still behind the scenes, still taking part in his planned meetings. He has been here all day. I'm hoping that he doesn't nip out and go for a bit of lunch, spot of Greg's, something like that, a little pasty guy, one of them. That would be nice, so we can have a little chat with him. That's the whole plan, that's the whole point of being here, not just stalking somebody at the workplace, bit weird. But obviously we're on set, we're on location here at St James's Park anyway, ahead of the game against Bournemouth in just over 2 days' time. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow. I think the Bournemouth game today, as always, is the trending topic, is the news, and that is, of course, Dan Ashworth linked with that move away to Manchester United. So they are trying to take away Newcastle's director of football. He is their number 1 target, and it's looking ever so likely that he will leave. The update today is that obviously, like I've said, he is here still at St James's Park, where the offices behind me there, the west-southwest reception, they all do graft here now. The people behind the scenes at Newcastle United, the social media guys, all of those are working there at St James's Park. Obviously Stavely and the rest of them also have meetings up there as well. I have just been speaking to someone from the club that went in there. Won't name names, that wouldn't be fair on them, but they were just basically saying they don't have a clue what's going on either. They're just saying as well that they're all in a bit of the dog about it. Like, yes, there's an offer there, yes, he could leave, but nothing's been determined yet, and he is still here working. So, and the thing is, obviously, when people do get linked with a move away, sometimes they are off for a little bit, they are working behind the scenes, they are maybe at home or plotting that move, but he is still here at St James's Park, carrying on his day job as per usual. But the expectation is, and the anticipation from the tune is, that an offer will come in from Man United soon. And obviously last night, people were saying, the likes of the Daily Mail, that he would be going as early as next week. But as it stands, he is here at St James's Park, and he will be in attendance for that game here on Saturday against Bournemouth at 3 o'clock. So for now, no movement, nothing happening. But as I've said, the stuff that's came out today is that Newcastle are going to let him go. They're not going to hold him against his will. You know what I mean? He's not going to be captured here. He is going to be allowed to leave. He wants to leave, and he will be allowed to do so. Because what's the point in keeping someone that doesn't want to be here? If he doesn't want to be involved in this project anymore, then see you later. Thanks very much and bye-bye. Do you know what I mean? And that's the way it's going to look. But Ashworth is going to get officially approached soon. He's already told the club that he has been wanted by Manchester United, by that Sir David, I keep on forgetting his name, but it's Jim Ratcliffe's right hand man. He wants him, he knows Ashworth well, so that's why he wants to take him to Old Trafford. But the news that came out today is that Newcastle will be fighting for a very good compensation package. Obviously Ashworth still does have a while left on his current contract at the club, so they're not in any ties there where it's easy to let him go. So they will be asking for an excess of £6 million is what the new reports are saying. Should be more than that, to be fair. We should be charging more. We've seen what they try to do with Jesse Lingard. Remember when we tried to get Jesse Lingard, Newcastle, in that January? And then Man United were trying to get, what, 12 million or something for him for a few months? We should be charging a fortune. There was reports coming out that it was 21 million. Imagine that. 21 million for a director of football. Never in my life have I seen or heard anything like it. But I'm told it's going to be in excess of £6 million, and it could be done early next week, apparently, is when the move from Ashworth St James's to Old Trafford could take place. So the question remains, this is why a lot of people are still asking, why? Why would Ashworth want to leave? Why is he leaving this exciting project, this big project that he signed up for? Well, to be honest, it's a trend from the bloke, isn't it? I mean, he jumped ship quite quickly from West Brom to England to Brighton and Newcastle. I wasn't surprised. I'm not surprised that he's leaving, because he left Brighton, which, to be fair, very good club, very good project. Newcastle, though, was obviously different. Much bigger club, no disrespect to Brighton, bigger history, and obviously the new owners and everything, loads of ambition. Brighton are still a very good football club, though, very well run, and he left there. And then another job, to be fair, right, to put it this way, it's essentially for Ashworth, he looks like he's been offered a better job in terms of money as well. So obviously money, and yes, I know Newcastle United are on the up, but Manchester United are, you know, a globally recognised team. They do have that brand. They are literally one of the biggest organisations in the world, not just football club. So that doesn't really surprise us. If his best mate's there, that right-hand man, the Sir David, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and they're offering him more money, and mainly the thing that's came out is that they're offering him more control. This was a surprising thing for me last night, according to the Mail. In their exclusive, they were saying that he's not part of Eddie Howe's inner circle and he would get more power at Manchester United. So here at Newcastle, maybe he's not as influential as people make out to be. All these Man United fans are buzzing, saying, "Oh, this is the guy that signed Bruno." Even the Sky Sports presenter yesterday said, "Oh, he signed Bruno for Newcastle." Wrong. He said he signed Bruno for Newcastle. Ashworth came in February. Bruno was signed in the January. And again, a lot of these Man United fans, "Oh, look at the players he's signed for Newcastle. He signed Isak. He signed Gordon." No, he didn't really, because the scouts he had been tracking the likes of Anthony Gordon, Sven Botman, and Alexander Isak for years. So that's not true at all. The main ones he brought in was last summer. The main ones he's responsible for is your Sandro Tonali. Due diligence issue. We all know about that. Lewis Hall, £30 million, can't get a kick of the ball. So those are his main inputs, really. Those are his main signings that he's had an impact here on the club. But apparently now, with certain things, he's not getting as much control as maybe first thought here at Newcastle, or with Eddie Howe. He's not really included in that inner circle, whatever that is. Him and Tyndall, he's not invited to Nando's with Tyndall. He doesn't go to the pub with him and Graham Jones, whatever it is. He's not as involved as he'd like to be at Manchester United. That new takeover there, they're saying that he would have a lot more control and a lot more power. So you can see why he's going if that's the case, because it looks like at Newcastle here, maybe he's not as impactful as first thought in terms of negotiations and transfers. It's not all just down to him. But I do see, with Dan Ashworth, I would be a bit gutted if he left, but it's not the end of the world. The director of football won't replace him. It's not like we're losing Howe or losing Bruno or the owners have jumping ship. Do you know what I mean? So it's not the end of the world for me, but at the same time, it's not ideal, is it? It's really not ideal when you've got this one who's brought in the project. He hasn't been here very long. And for me, I think Ashworth deserves respect for what he's done in and around the club, really. I think what he's done with the academy was big, what he's grown there. And I was just speaking to the two lads from Bristol there, shout out them who watched the videos, and they were speaking to them outside Shearer's Bar and speaking to a couple of other fans. And the general consensus is they're worried about what he can bring from here to Man United. They're worried that he's going to leak secrets, or he's going to tell people about the takeover, or what Newcastle's plans are, or who they could sign, and then give away lists. And I get that. At the same time, you don't want him going away to Old Trafford and be like, "Oh, well, Newcastle we're going to do this, we should do it. Newcastle we're going to sign him, he's good, we'll get him." Those type of things I get. And people are saying now, like, they're worried basically. Some people are worried, like the lads I've been speaking to, but then some of them are just like, not bad. Some people are not bad. He hasn't done much anyway. Don't really rate him. He's made a couple of blunders, so move him on. So it's a very mixed bag, to be fair. I think people are either in the boat of, "Oh, see you later, then get rid, bye bye, what a piss take," jumping ship straight away, and then others are like, "Oh man, I'm worried about that," because for me, obviously, it all comes down to who we replace him with, and I trust the club to do a good job on that. I trust them to got Ashworth in. I'm sure they'll get another suitable replacement in. But for me, you want to hope that it's someone who does come in and obviously is well thought after and is highly rated and continue to push this club on to where we want to be. Obviously, that Edwards, who used to be at Liverpool's linked, that one looks like it could be a challenge, because apparently he recently turned down the chance to go back to Liverpool, and he kind of doesn't want to get into that kind of field of business again, or maybe not yet. Obviously, you have the ex-Chelsea bloke there who was prominent during the Abramovich and Mourinho era. He would be amazing. But listen, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that want this job here at Newcastle United Football Club as director, and it's a really exciting project. We all know that. So listen, it's not the end of the world. Those are the things that Ashworth's going, and if he goes, he goes. It's looking ever so likely that he does go, and he will be going. Then we'll crack on. Do you know what I mean? We'll move on. We'll get someone else in. It's one of those things. It's football, isn't it? It's business, and he's seen it as a better job opportunity. Sure, that'll be more money, and that's why he's going. Back to the joke I made at the start of the video, Dan Ashworth doing up more garden than Titchmarsh. He really is, man. This bloke apparently could get 12 months garden leave if he does leave Newcastle for Man United. Another 12 months on garden leave. Obviously, he had a while when he left Brighton to come to Newcastle. That bloke loves garden. His garden must be lush. It must be pristine, crisp condition. It must be massive. His garden must be huge and looking green and lush. I'm telling you now, it must be one of the best in the world. This bloke, man, garden leave again. I tell you, he's got it, Harry, hasn't he? He's got it, Harry. But there we go, garden leave. I didn't really get this whole garden leave crack, like, to be fair. But jumping on garden leave and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Must be having a nice time. All this gardening, all this leave. Not bad, isn't it? Millions a year. Eh? In the wrong job. I'm going to put my application form in now. Actually, I'm going to head through that door, put my application form in. Get me signed up. Let us know, people, what boat you were in regarding Dan Ashworth leaving. Obviously, it still hasn't been officially confirmed, but everyone's saying now it's on Sky. Now, the formal approach is coming. He wants to move. Newcastle are accepting it. They're just obviously going to fight with Man United hard to get a good fee, which is rumoured to be in excess of £6 million. The wind is picking up, nearly flying my tripod off. So I'll sign off there. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, people. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV, and I'll see you on the next one. How typical is that, honestly? Just packed up all my stuff in my bag there, heading back to the car. Who walks past us right here? Darren Eales. Not Ashworth, but Darren Eales. Typical that we couldn't get him on camera there, that just went off there. But good to see Eels anyway. He obviously wasn't giving anything away. Lots of noise going on here, construction. But we're signing off, people. Like I said, cheers for watching. Drop your thoughts below. Subscribe to my channel TV. Enjoy yourself.